Alright, welcome back to the channel. So, I thought I'd do a fun video. This is like a little bonus video for last week's video. So last week's video, I mentioned it, that the pedal was sounding a little dark and sounded a little like it could be brightened up a bit, right? So I was checking around on the build docs, so I went to the website, PCBguitarmania.com, and I noticed that they had updated the build docs to reflect some changes. And of course, there was 5 capacitors that were changed. They were supposed to be 470 NF instead of 47 NF. So I went ahead and pulled those capacitors out of here, replaced them with 680 NF capacitors. So it was 4, 6, 7, 9, and 12, I believe. And I kind of wanted to shoot so you guys could hear the difference between what was build doc version 1 and what is build doc version 1.1. And some of the things I mentioned in that first video, how it was dark, it's totally different. So I'm going to play 3 segments from my original video, and I have the same settings dialed up here, and I'll play with it changed so you guys can hear the difference. Alright, so what you heard there, hopefully that comes across. Our high end's back, right? It's very still mid-rangey, but the high end is back, and it sounds really, really cool. So, and then my next setting here, this was a setting that I kind of mentioned. It was a little mid-honky. So we're gonna give this one a whirl. So here's the mid-honky section, and then we go like this, and actually we'll get almost kind of mid-honky. Huge difference. Now this was probably one of my favorite sounds from the first video, where I just said it's tone bender-esque, which is actually one of my favorite circuits. I love tone benders. And I thought this kind of captured it originally, and it still does, but it's a little bit brighter, and I really like it. So here we go. Here's the original clip. Little tone bendery littleness, huh? It's kind of doing that David Gilmour thing. It's got that really biting kind of... Like, that's what I love about David Gilmour, is you get a big muff and you turn on a delay. Everybody's David Gilmour. Or I should say everyone tries to be David Gilmour then. So it sounds great though, right? I mean, that is like your typical big muff kind of sounds. And one of the reasons I want to do a video like this is so many times I see on forums where people go, hey, I only have a 20K resistor and it's a 22K resistor, or I only have this part or that part, is it okay to sub? And And my answer is always, yes, try it. Because what's the worst case scenario? It sounds like shit, then you swap it out again. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter as much, especially when it comes to circuits like this. And when we look at the schematics, just tone shaping throughout the circuit. And so I think the end result is really great, right? It sounds really cool. So I'm just going to play a couple more sounds and keep this video short and get out of here. And we're going to keep the delay on, because what the hell, why not?